Is there any regret that you would have?
If you could go back in time, which period of your life would you relive again and why?
Oh, I probably can't say this on film.
Being too concerned about what everybody else thinks of me.
Absolutely, my regret of my whole life is that I didn't have confidence in myself.
My regrets was I had a dysfunctional family, and I wish I would have learned not to take responsibility.
Maybe I would have chose different friends. I don't know that.
I didn't have more fun. No regrets.
My regret is sometimes when people push your buttons in the wrong way, we all go through that, and people get you mad, you lose your temper, and then you start getting mouthy with people or violent.
I wish I would have finished college.
In my 30s, when I started drinking very young, I wish I hadn't done that because it escalated to drug abuse.
When my parents was old ages, I was working very hard. I worked about 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So I didn't have time to take care of them, not even spend the time with them. That's my biggest regret.
I don't have any regrets in my life. Good times, bad times, they all have shaped who I am today. And without some of those bad and difficult times in my life, I would not have the same life philosophy and the outlook on human beings and living as I do. But I'm grateful for the hard times as well as the good, and I don't have any regrets.
I thought I'd get a master's degree in probably history, and I married the wrong person. But then I learned that there's irony in this world because she gave me the greatest miracle because she was the mother of my daughters.
Probably not getting a good education, married, have kids, stuff like that, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm really happy.
If you could give a piece of advice to your younger self, what would you say?
I don't know, choosing a different person to marry, I guess.
Live life to the fullest, because none of us have any assurance on how old we're going to be when we're going to die. So when you can, live life to the very fullest.
Believe in yourself. You could do anything.
Safer retirement. I think I see that quite a bit, is people not planning throughout their life for the retirement, thinking of the here and now instead of the future, and being financially, fiscally responsible during your younger years will produce a much easier flow into the senior years. You'll be secure and not struggle as much as if you don't plan.
I think my advice would be to be more positive and not to claim responsibility for everything everybody else did around me.
Beware the women you go with. Because I was married 5 times, so it kind of, I'd have probably made better choices.
Probably better love Jesus.
Really believe in yourself. Believe that you can be better at what you're doing.
I kicked myself in the butt for being dumb.
Well, if I was 20 years old again, I think I would be very, very careful who you trust.
Just stay away from the drug. Especially fentanyl is the worst things. The people died every single day. And also you have to be very careful with the Facebook and TikTok, the bully, those kind of things can probably have bad influence on younger people. If I were 20 years old right now, I definitely will finish my college.
Be happy with who you are. Take your the things that your attributes, your good ones, and improve on them. Be a good person and be yourself. I spent a lot of years being concerned about what other people thought of me. I probably was, gosh, in my late 30s maybe when I started realizing that people are going to talk. They're going to like you or they're not going to like you.
If you could go back in time, which period of life would you live again? Why?
Oh, I wouldn't go back in time because I like the diversity of moving forward.
Probably my teenage years and concentrate more on my school.
Around my 30s, because I was always traveling even when I was a little kid, and now I'm 70, but 30s is kind of like when I was just starting to learn how wonderful adventure is and then have enough sense to do something a little intelligent with the way you go about it.
Probably 30 years ago because I started a business and I was doing good. If I could go back again, the business, making money is not important. More important is with the parents, taking care of them when they're older. They're in their 80s at the time.
My brother, I didn't know, but he just died, and he's only 53. And if I could get over, I'd have called home more, and I would have realized what he was going through.
My best time is when I first gave my heart to the Lord, when I was 26.
My late teens and early 20s. It was such an exciting time to come out of adolescence and to go into adulthood. Back then it was in the 80s, and I think times were very easy. It was easy to get a place to live and find a job, and there was always a work-life balance.
Those days when I got out of high school and then I went to college, it was the best of times for me. I loved college, and I probably enjoyed some of the things that they had in my class.
I don't think I would want to go back in time and relive any part of my past life. I always firmly believe the past is in the past and leave it there and move on with the present. There's so much, in the future that I have to look forward to, and so I can't really say I would want to go back. I'm looking forward to the future.
When I was cowboying, cowgirling, I worked on a ranch up in Elko, up outside of northern Nevada. Just was beautiful, and I enjoyed it, and that's what I love.
My family was all alive then in the 40s and 50s, and it was a more happy time, and I think people were more concerned about each other. Today, it's too much of a dog-eat-dog world.
Oh, Lord, I've had so much fun my whole life. Wow, that's a tough one. But there's one place I'd really like to visit again. And that's back when I was in the Navy in the Mediterranean. There's an island called Palma de Mallorca. It's a little island off of Spain. Great liberty.
If you could give a piece of advice to your younger self, what would you say?
I would say, don't underestimate yourself.
When you really want to do something, just do it. As long as you're not hurting anybody.
Live your life. Enjoy it, have fun.
We need to embrace everyone. We need to, as a humanity, the whole earth is a kind of a spaceship. That we are born, every child has the opportunity or should have the opportunity to reach its fullest potential, fullest God-given potential.
We never know how long we're going to be around this world. Live it when you can. Later on is too late.
Despite the obstacles that exist today, you still can move forward. It may not look the same as it did then, but there's no reason to ever give up. So it's all about giving back and helping others and lifting others. When they feel impossible, that they know that they're not alone and there's somebody there and available to help them or guide them or just be a little bit of a sounding board once in a while.
So you got to be careful what you say to your children, because it means a lot. It takes them through their life. And just don't be afraid to try.
If you want to live a very peaceful and lovely life, is the time that you spend with Jesus.